Well, I'm a little bit hoarse today. I got an extremely sore throat, so I can't talk very loud. So it might sound funny, but look at this beauty. An American-made what do they call it? American Stratocaster Special. And the color on that. Okay, I gotta take you outside because the color will not show up unless it's in the sunshine. Let me bring this outside because this color is just unbelievable. Before I bring you outside, this guy bought this used. I think it's a 2013 model. And it's come with all the case candy. All the hang tags, all the manuals, everything's all included. And they even have a little book with all the setup specs in it. And a truss rod wrench. Gig bag, strap for the gig bag, the whole 9 yards. So here we are outside with it. And that is just a wild color. To me it looks like a candy red over top of a silver metallic. And it looks like you could just take a bite out of it. It's so beautiful. I hope that shows up. That's just beautiful color. And it looks awesome with the black too. Okay, before we take these strings off, we're going to give it a rudimentary check. And this time we're going with DRDO NYXLs 10 to 46, which I think are lighter than what's on here. Well, we're going to just make sure. Anyways, let's see where we're set. My eyes here. And that is close enough that I ain't gonna touch it. Maybe a tad high there, but not significant enough to not significant enough to go after it, I don't think. So that's cool. So I guess we can take the strings off now and start cleaning her up, polish the frets. And get it set up with the new ones. Here is a point of contention that there's been arguments about, and it's a continuing wormhole. Should you put them straight, or should you put them angled in? And I prefer them this way. It just seems to make more sense to me. And some people say, oh no, angle them in and They like the feel of it better. And that's fine. And if I look, the little official fender deal here, you can see that Fender themselves have them angled in. So, personal preference. So I am guessing, seeing as this thing's only about 3 or 4 years old, that it's never had any fretwork done on it. And there's no real noticeable fret wear on it. But right from the factory, I don't know how well this is going to show up. Let me get the camera adjusted here. You can see that there's some rough spots on those frets. If I can find out where, look at right there, you can see the grinding marks right in there. That's right from the factory. So yeah, we're not the greatest fretwork right from the factory, so we're going to polish those up a little bit and make them look all nice and pretty and shine like mirrors. So we're all taped off and ready to ruin the manicure. And yep, I tape off the pickups. We're just polishing, but I don't know how much metal we're actually removing, but we are abrading metal. And I don't want to be that guy that ruins a set of pickups or starts getting rust marks on the pickups or whatever, because I didn't want to use another nickel worth of tape. So, you know, if somebody's trusting you with their instrument, respect that trust and keep it intact. If it takes another few cents, then it takes another few cents. It never hurts to be overly cautious. And I might be being crazy cautious, but like I said, I don't want to be the guy that messes up somebody's guitar, or even one of my own guitars working on it. So here we go, and I'm going to start out with 600 grit this time, and we'll just see what that does for us. And as usual, I'm concentrating more on the edges of the frets than the tops of the frets. And that will give us that nice cathedral crown on the top of the fret. Yeah, I think 600 grit was going to do it. Might take a little bit more time, but and this has got to be the deal of the century to put for what I charge to do this. I'm definitely not making any money on hourly rate here. But I enjoy the end result so much that I don't mind making a little bit of compromise here and there. And people seem to like it. We're just going to work through the grits here, and like I said, starting with 600. And it's got some glue or something on these. I'm not sure what it is, but you'll get it. What is on there? Let's try something here. Got a big gob of something on there. Yeah, it's glue or something stuck on there. That took it off pretty easily. Still more down there at the root. There we go. I always contend the first thing you do when you buy a brand new guitar, get it set up. And get it set up by somebody you trust. You figure this is Canada, and this thing was built in California. That's quite a temperature and environment difference there. So things will move in transit. It's wood. It's a natural material. And it moves. I've got to clean the fretboard yet, but that's what frets should look like. That's what you get when somebody loves what they're doing instead of trying to maximize profits. And believe me, there's not much profit here. Now, I did find also, my big hand's in the shadow. All these nuts are a little loose here. And what really surprised me was that's a metric fastener. So we're just going to go through them all with a 10mm and just snug them up. And just make sure they're all nice and hunky-dory. Beautiful, beautiful frets. Just like little mirrors. Well, I would almost bet that this guitar, 4 years old, has never been oiled before in its life, because it really sucked in the oil. But she's looking pretty now. All nice shiny frets on an oiled fretboard. We're well on our way. Well, something I wasn't expecting on doing, but I ended up taking the whole bridge apart. Give them all a drop of oil and clean them up. The cavity was just full of buffing compound or something. Oh well. Take it easy, make it nice. Gives me an opportunity to lube everything up properly. All the adjustment screws with a drop of oil on them. Make them work nice. And then we can start putting it all back together again. Okay, we've got it all set up. Such a beautiful looking guitar. Nice sound to it. Although for a $1,400 to $1,600 guitar, I was expecting a little bit better workmanship. The neck is comfortable. I like them a little bit chunkier, but it's comfortable. Plays nice all the way up. Except by me, of course. It's got some really nice sounds in it. What do I got here? A model of a black face clean with a little bit of reverb. Nice balanced sound on it. Back tone control is on the humbucker. Got a really nice sound on the front pickup. Plays really effortlessly. Got all those nice typical Strat sounds in it. I can monkey around with the, just on the neck pickup alone. Just gotta love that sound. Alright, 2013 American built, American special Strat with a humbucker in it. Nice little guitar. And it's a player. One more for the books, but boy, is it ever a beautiful color. I just can't believe it. Oh yeah, and notice, track pants. No buckles, no buttons, no rash. Not exactly a fashion statement, but it's nice soft clothing for when you're playing somebody else's guitar. Don't you just love those guys with all the studs and conchos and everything on that come into the guitar stores? You want to try every expensive instrument on the wall? Alright. Not a finger picker either. Thanks for dropping by, folks. Another beauty. Get the light hitting it right through the window and just beautiful.